And an old friend of ours. I think this is the first time we've had somebody that works at the place that he works on the show for some time.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
People ask why. Why did you potentially not have anybody from the worldwide leader on the show for a long time? Well, it's because, there was a little bit of a thing that happened where friends of mine that I've known for years and years and years at this point were not allowed to come on the show because they made a new mandate basically banning our show from anybody that worked at ESPN.
Yeah.
That became a much to-do, obviously. I didn't mean for it to become a to-do. I kind of understood it, kind of got it because of the world that we're in right now with how much money's available. But we mentioned it in the show, and the listeners of this show and the watchers of this show were not happy about it.
No, they were not.
Like, hey, we like when we get a chance to hear what the ESPN folks are actually like and they start chatting on this show. We like listening and watching to Pat and his friends talk like dumbasses to people that normally have to speak very properly. We enjoy that. And there was a little bit of a movement on the internet.
Yeah.
Just a tiny one.
Big time.
And I will forever be grateful for the community that we have so luckily been afforded to have I'm very lucky for the crew that we have. The boys here, the Toxic Table, obviously Diggs, everybody in the back. We have an incredibly hardworking crew, okay, that has really tried our best every single day for years and years. And everybody says this, but I'm just going to echo what everybody else says. And I want you to know that we actually every single day try to put on an average show.
Yeah.
Okay? Every day we're waking up. Let's make sure there's a little bit above average. Okay. And some days it's obviously much more difficult than others, but I think we have been very lucky that a group of people are like, hey, you dumbasses aren't that bad, and they spend their days with us and their time with us, and I feel like they're invested because we spend so much time together. We're live like 20 hours a week almost, maybe even more at this point with how long Hammer Down could potentially run. And we've built up an incredible community of people, and we are very thankful and grateful. In that situation, I don't think I even made like a call to action, nothing like that. Nope. Hashtag ESPN stinks was trending.
Yeah.
Okay, and I did not, because I have a lot of friends that work at ESPN still, even though there was a mandate. So I feel like some people potentially at ESPN took that as us saying that like they stink at their jobs, which by the way, some, hey, let's not get this twisted.
No.
Okay, there are some that are over there, but there's a lot of people that we like and enjoy and feel like are talented. So that happened, and then all of a sudden a protocol got changed publicly. It was a big to-do, and I think a lot of people who potentially had no idea what we were or who we were maybe at another place when they found out really quickly because of our incredible people that follow along. So then they changed it. So then it had to be granted an opportunity to come on. So you have to just say, hey, I'm going on, which, by the way, I think is very fair. Just very fair, especially with what some people are getting paid over there. I think that is a fair assessment that they should be at. So we did it a couple times, and I didn't like the feeling of somebody else feeling maybe a similar person that potentially didn't want people to come on the show. I didn't like the feeling of them feeling empowered that they were I didn't like that feeling. So friends of mine got banned from the show.
Yeah.
Just because I didn't want, first of all, I don't think as a grown man who I've been friends with for some time, like it makes sense from a business side why they would ask you to do this. I don't want you to have to send that. Hey, am I allowed? I think that makes you look bad. In my eyes, that makes you look bad, and I don't want to view you like that. So I'm not going to put you in that position. And also, I don't want that person to have to say, yes, you can. Feel as if they have any control over anything. So for some time, I didn't want to have that. I would like to let everybody know there's been great conversations that have been happening. There has been, some people trying to say, hey, we fucked up. All right? Fair. And I appreciate the hell out of that. And I'm excited about that. I'm thankful for that. And as we continue to evolve, I assume that's going to happen in a couple other places. I assume there's going to be places that are like, you're a punter in Indianapolis. What do you want? And, there's going to be probably a little bit more of that. And we're very thankful for that. And today we have old friend Matt Hasselbeck on the show.
Yeah! Let's go!
I fucking love Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah. Massachusetts guy.
Everybody, literally, I think everybody that has ever met him or been around him and got a chance to work with him loves him. He grew up in the NFL forever. He is a Massachusetts guy. He has, he's a bit of a smart. We've seen him at coin tosses say, hey, we want the ball and we're going to score.
Right.
In a playoff game in overtime. He has a great personality. Got a chance to be teammates with him. He was very nice to me, taught me a lot of things. He's joining us. Ian Rappaport's joining us. It's going to be a great day here on this risk-free same-game parlay Thursday Night Football Thursday. Host of Hammer Down, Tone Diggs. What's up?
Hasselbeck was way too nice to the Bugle Boys when we were traveling around doing
Bingo.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Hasselbeck.
Mr. Hasselbeck.
Mr. Hasselbeck.
He would come into this box truck that we had. So a couple years ago, whenever I had a run at ESPN and the boys and I had the show daily still, I was doing Get Up on Monday. So we would have to, this is in the middle of the football season. And if you've heard this before, I apologize, but I would like to replant this in some people's heads of what we did for an entire fall before COVID happened.
Yeah.
So on Sunday nights, like 4 o'clock games, we wouldn't really get to see. We'd fly to New York. We'd stay in the World Trade Center. And then we would, I'd wake up at like 5 a.m., had a 6 a.m. Get Up production meeting where it was cool, get to see that. Do Get Up. Then we'd do our live show from a studio down the street. Then we'd hop in a plane, fly back to Indianapolis.
Yep.
Then on Wednesday nights, we'd stay in Indianapolis for Monday night, Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, we'd fly to wherever Thursday Night Football was. We would do the show in the back of a box truck that we purchased and built a studio in the back of it. Just a basic ass box truck that you were thinking. We built an entire studio with a glass section in it. There was air conditioning added later in the season, which was a pretty fatal, close to fatal air there for Ty. But we continued to go, and then we flew home on Thursday night after the Thursday night game that wasn't normally that interesting. And then Friday college game day. And it was just, this happened. Hasselbeck would join us on Wednesday nights in the back of a box truck for all the things that he has done with his life, how accomplished he is, how much money he's made. He's very wealthy, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
He would come in the back of that box truck at like 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
Midnight and just talk for like an hour for the podcast, and then he would wake up the next day. He was the reason I did the Thursday Night Football. He asked if I would do it with him, and he kind of got my name in there. So I can't wait to chat with him here in like
This
5
is when
minutes.
the podcast was separate from the live show.
Right.
2 different shows.
2 different shows. So, yeah, so we were
Same shit.
Oh, God.
And we were making vlogs during that. And he always embraced the vlogs. He
Big
loved
time.
being on the camera.
Yeah, he did a
which I
couple
thought was
competitions.
Yep,
Yep.
he was so cool.
Yeah, he's allowed back now. It's good.
Let's go.
Well, he doesn't have to ask anymore,
Right.
That's
which
big.
I don't know if he ever did, to be honest, because I don't know if
Different strategy.
he was I don't know
Yeah.
if he ever had to. I just kind of painted everybody in the same light over there because of like the 4 people that told us they had to. I don't know if Hasselbeck, because he just does what, Sunday night or Sunday.
NFL countdown. He also doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's going to ask someone for permission to come talk to you.
Well, that's the interesting thing is I didn't want to. So it wasn't just about them allowing people to come on the show. It was me putting one of my friends in a situation where they would have to ask for permission to do something.
Yeah.
And that was just, I didn't enjoy, I don't know.
The thought of that.
I look at people differently because I just, that is something I could never do with my life. I have a lot of respect for people that can do it. I think it's an incredible trait to be able to do that. I have struggled with it. I think people see that throughout my life and my career. That is not something that I'm fantastic at, so I don't want anybody to be put in that position. But joining us now, a man who did not have to ask for permission to join us. I don't know if he ever did, to be honest with you. Absolute stud of an NFL quarterback, was a teammate of mine. Now you can see him on ESPN's Sunday NFL Countdown alongside Rex, Teddy, Samantha, and Randy Moss.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And Schefter.
Oh.
I wonder if this guy asks any questions. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Hasselbeck. What's up, dude?
What's up? How are you guys doing?
I'm great, man. How are you? Did you ever have to ask for permission to come on here? No. Yes? No? Was it awkward? Was it tough?
No, I came on all the time, but I got dumped for Aaron Rodgers though, which I understand.
Whoa!
Not true.